Now on GMA, earlier we were talking about the men's college basketball. It's championship week for women, though, and we have some big matchups on tap today as teams compete for coveted spots and seeds for March Madness. ESPN basketball analyst and host of College Game Day, Andraya Carter, there you see her right there from the set in Greenville, South Carolina, to break it all down. Andraya, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you all for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to have you here. Okay, so let's talk about today's SEC championship game between the defending champ South Carolina and Texas. What are you looking for?
So many things in this one, but primarily South Carolina's depth and their bench against Texas superstar Madison Booker. So bench against Booker. That is going to be what I'm looking for. South Carolina has an embarrassment of riches when it comes to skill and when it comes to talent, and their bench is really when the fireworks start to happen with Mylasia Fulwiley and Joyce Edwards. South Carolina's depth is their strength. Now for Texas, Texas' strength is they have the SEC Player of the Year in Madison Booker. And Madison Booker is so skilled. She is so talented and fun to watch. She had 25 points in the game yesterday against LSU. She can score lights out, knock down threes, mid-range. She can get to the rim. So the bench for South Carolina against Booker for Texas. We'll see what happens.
The bench versus Booker, she says. All right, Andraya, what about the Big Ten matchup today between USC and UCLA?
There is only one name I'm going to give you when it comes to this game, and it is Juju Watkins. She is the most talented player in the country, in my opinion, only a sophomore, and she has dominated this matchup with UCLA. Now, don't get me wrong, Juju Watkins has given teams plenty of problems all season long, but she has been at her best against her rival in the Bruins. 38 points in game 1, 30 points in game 2. She might be UCLA's kryptonite. I want to see if UCLA has an answer.
All right, let's bring it back to the East here because we got UConn facing Villanova today in the Big East semifinals. Winner goes on to the conference championship on Monday. What should we look out for?
Well, UConn has a 99% chance to win this game. They have dominated Villanova and the Big East, primarily because their superstar, Paige Bueckers, has a 99% chance of being the #1 overall draft pick in this WNBA draft when this season comes to an end. Paige Bueckers, so talented. She has a high basketball IQ, and she is efficient. The way Paige Bueckers either finds her shot or finds her teammates and helps UConn operate on both ends of the floor, she is always money when it comes to watching basketball. So Paige Bueckers leading this UConn team, always a good time to watch.
Andraya, it's so funny you say that because I always say Whit Johnson is always money watching news. So it's nice to hear there's a comparison in sports. Thank you so much, Andraya. And
that high basketball IQ.
College Game Day airs at noon Eastern today on ESPN and ESPN+.